Today I will show you the pairs that I've done and the rough layout and talking about the rhythm in the book. And the title of tonight's episode is...
Tonight's episode, The Broken Promise.
Cette vidéo a été réalisée avant que Borut Peterlin ne devienne célèbre, riche et déclare avoir peint la Mona Lisa.
That was a modern Defender, so let's see if my old series will do any better. Definitely. That's kind of embarrassing. Okay, the plan is like this. I'm going to shuffle this way back, so I'll make a space so I can move back. He will get himself out, so he can go back to the civilization and I can go forward to Topshit land.
2 hours later. 2,000 years later. One eternity later.
That's it! An ordinary day in a Topshit office. Time for some serious chiseling.
Almost done.
Easy. I love it. Oh, this way, Mike, this way.
Mike, fetch!
Today I'll talk about my way of putting the pictures together and my way of making a rhythm. When I say my way, it's just a way, okay? It's not the... you get it. Also today I want to pull out from my shelves 2 books and talk about them in the context of photo editing. Check out my mug. Thank you Tomo, Tomasz and Rok from Nikon, Slovenia. Shit did happen, but top shit is still flowing, so thank you. The theme of the vlog is rhythm in a photography book. And these 2 books are very interested to put it side by side. This one is done, Nebula is done with amazing photographer, Jacqueline Roberts. So photographs here are amazing. This book is done by Regina Anzerberger. She is a curator, publisher, what else? Painter also, an artist basically. She's not really a classical photographer. So from motive and from photography point of view, this book is kind of boring comparing to this. But this book, as a rhythm, as a design, as a book, as a photo book, is amazing. Whereas this one, it's very predictable. Let me explain. Okay, let's have a deal. This vlog is reflecting solely my personal opinions, and I'm sharing it from the point of view of education and, you know, leading you through my thinking process. Before you get mad and, you know, get personally insulted, it's not about that. It's only about my personal view and the view of Vatican City. That we will go through is by Regina Anzerberger, Roots and Bonds. Basically, she's photographing very boring subject, which is roots and bonds. It's really like if you go through the picture, if you go through the book, nothing will surprise you. Seriously, like nothing will. This is not her attention. For me, it's exciting the way this set of images are making an amazing book. So now we are looking just the graphic design and the rhythm of the book. In this book there is also interventions, like multimedia interventions, and but look at the design, you know, like wide edge, full bleed, full spread with a white, and then spread but the same image. The same tree, the same image, but intervened and painted on, and it's this kind of a beautiful, you know, small photo, big photo. This edge around really makes a photo to breathe. I really love that. Two pages and then one vertical, this one set aside, and when you turn around, set aside and then a vertical again. Multimedia, black and white, and then another multimedia. So look, the images are jumping up and down. It's just like very exciting. Like this goes on the right side, top. Big edge around, 2/3 with a border. And then black and white image. The only objection, and that's like my personal preference, is about this digitally fake Polaroids. I understand this was done only and solely because of the graphical effect, and it works as a graphical effect, but just like my personal preferences is why fake it, you know? If you want to have a Polaroids, do them. Black and white, I mean, even that, look, a black and white photo, and next one is in color. And this one is black and white, but it's painted on top. And this one, I don't know if it's color anymore or black and white, I have no idea. Okay, to sum up, I really love this book. I don't like it I like it from a photography point of view. Me as a photographer, I am not inspired by photography inside, but I'm hugely inspired how photography is interpreted in this book, how the rhythm of the book is dictated by the graphic design using multimedia, as you know, different from colors to grayscale images and so on, and it's printed on 100 Müller Photorack ultra smooth paper. So it's printed on Photorack. Photorack is a paper that is actually used for, you know, exhibitions and stuff. So amazing work, amazing printing, amazing book, amazing design. I really recommend it. It's quite expensive. It's very limited edition. It's 127th out of 350 and signed. Great. Okay, from the same perspective of learning about the rhythm of the book, I want to talk about Nebula, the book by Jacqueline Roberts. You know, the problem with this book is that it doesn't have the rhythm, doesn't exploit the opportunity of graphic design, the placing the photos and so on. And also the selection, I mean, why two? You know, why two? This one is so much stronger without this. Why 1, 2, 3, 4? Why 4? Why together? You know, I don't know. Look. That said, I mean, all the photos are great. All the photos are great. Just the repetition of the motives and aesthetics is just too. It's not my cup of tea. That said, every single photo is amazing. And inside this book, it's one of my favorite photos of done by a wet plater. This one. Look at that. Isn't that amazing photo? That's total masterpiece, you know. As a photographer, when I'm looking at this image, I said, I wish I would do this kind of image. No image from this book is giving me this kind of feeling, you know, to like kind of envy, like to envy this aesthetic, this photograph. But still, from as a book, we are talking about books. I prefer this one than this one. Remember, the point of showing you these books and talking about them is that I'm taking you on a journey how I'm thinking, from which book I'm drawing inspiration, or from which book I'm stealing what. Hey, I'm East European, you know, yeah, an artist. Anyway, I hope this will not get you upset. I am showing and talking about this book from the perspective of a photographer who is making a book, and I'm learning from examples, and I'm sharing that with YouTube. In East Europe, that's legal. Hashtag Free Europe. Shall we go back to my book? As you may remember, in the 3 episodes ago, I made a selection and I talked about the pairs. So I was making pairs. You see, this two, alone, pair. I'm not so sure about this one. A pair, double spread. So I set up here one set of pairs. Here I set up another set of pairs. I love this two, this two, this two. Lots of pairs. And there are many photos that I like, but I'm not so sure if I will use them. Like this two. I love this photo. I'm not sure if I will use it. I'm not so sure if I will use it. So the next step, those pairs that I put together, I put it as a rough layout. Let's say this photo. But I think I found like a great pair. But printing physical images and putting it on the floor is very crucial. Okay, you know, okay, example. Just imagine you're doing a website and you're printing out all the photos like a gallery quality, and you putting them on the wall, and then you say this will be introduction side, this will be introduction photo, this will be for bio, this will be this gallery. It doesn't make sense. For a website you need to work with, you know, with monitor, with digital, you know, you have to check it on the phone, on the screen, on iPad and so on. But if you're doing a book, you have to work with hard copies. You have to make, you know, just cheap laser prints. Perfect. So forward, the first photo, enigmatic photo, plus introduction, big photo with a little Luchka hanging, main characters, Luchka and Brina, beautiful girls, and here, Brina, a small photo on double spread. You You see, now from far I can overview all the images, and I can see the graphic design, how it's introduction with text, small photos, bigger photos, and then going to small photos again. Continuing there, a double spread, like the images are growing, the impact is growing, you see till here. You see, this is like one example. I love this photo, but I didn't know if I should pair it with this photo, or I should pair it with this photo, and if the eagle should be on the left side or it should be on the right side. Then you see, and then I found this combination. By the way, see, and then it's also following the same, you know, the same kind of pattern, and the same kind of design, like very deep black going to deep. This will be full bleed again, full bleed. This is a double spread. Look at little Brina, and this, and then this. This is her little footprint. She's totally cold. And here, you know, this picture is actually, I don't know, horrible. It looks like she's drowning, you know. That's why I had to go to a more playful images. So next page is like them playing around, fooling around. And I don't know if I should go solely to this one or this two. I think I'll go with this one, because, you know, from this horrible dark images to cheerful and playful images, and then top to this one. I'm not so sure about this pair, but I'm definitely sure about this pair. I think I will use this picture smaller, like in the book of Regina Anzenberger. I think it will breed better. This is a double spread. Luca, the boy, will be in the middle, so he will not be really seen well. But you see, also this one will be smaller, or this one will be small. I don't know, each one of them. You see this? You see, I'm printing out a book, so I will tell, okay, this will be a small one, big one, small one. And then big one solo with a white page so it can breathe. I put it also this combination, but I didn't like it. It's too crowded, it's too powerful, it's too violent, you know. So I went to this one, which is kind of comic, you know. Brina totally unsatisfied with her costume, and Luchka is like from David Lynch movie. And then continuing here, this one. These two are very dark too, and this one bravely facing the future. Luchka with her cousin, but you see they're in the middle, and this is shaped around, and in the middle and shaped around. It's kind of, I don't know, I think they work together. And then this one, I was thinking a lot. I left it alone because it's, you know, if you look at it from far, you don't even see a child. See this one, you can see it from here. But here, you don't see it. That's why it has to be on its own. It has to have a wide edge around, so you can actually devote enough attention to see this detail. If you don't see this detail, the whole spread doesn't work. So that's why this one has to be alone. And this one also, you know, it's also very different than others, so it has to be alone. And this is another solo image. And then this one, I'm not so sure about this one. I like these lines that are going straight, but I'm pretty sure Brina will protest. about this photo.
Yeah, I admit if Brina or Luchka will really dislike some photos, I will take them out. It's more important to be a good father than good photographer, don't you think? I haven't decided how to do the ending. I like this photo a lot. It's an unrooted tree because that's how it feels, you know, to be divorced father. Unrooted tree. Roots. I like this pear, but it's definitely not coming at the end. I like this pear too. Brina in the garden. But this is definitely the last three images. The monster tree with a swing. A portrait of their mother. A portrait with their father as a Roman god Janus, the protector of passages. This is a rough layout, you know, and printed out so I can see it in front, you know, the pairs. I have to get a feeling how the pairs are working together and how the rhythm of the book is. I will leave this layout here on the floor for a couple of days because every time that I come, I want to see it with my fresh eyes. And if it flows nicely, then it flows nicely. But if the flow is stopped somewhere and you have to go back, that's a good hint to rethink what you were doing, and then the next day the same thing. Okay, thank you for watching. In my next video I will show you my first offset prints. I changed the order of the paper. Now I ordered Garda Pat, which is I think perfect choice for my book. In my next vlog I will talk about the books and how choosing the right paper is also choosing a message, basically. On which paper you print, it delivers different results, and with different results, different messages coming along. And again, let me thank to my Patreons who are supporting me every month, and these donations are really important. I thank to the people who pre-ordered the book. Please remember, pre-ordering the book is, in Slovenian we have a saying, who helps immediately helps it double. To print this book it will be around 4,000 euros, and yeah, it's quite an issue. But I am not so concerned because I know it will be a good book and it will sell if I will have to borrow money to pay that just as well, you know. But, you know, I would prefer if you could help me with the pre-order. Phone is ringing. Customers. Hello. Please pre-order my book at www.borutpeterlin.com.